Hello, and welcome, Virgo, to your priorities reading for the next 7 days. Hold up. If you're new to my channel, hi, I am Jimmy Jaguar, and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. For this priorities reading, I'm going to do a 3-card spread and just tap into what you need to prioritize in over the next 7 days as it pertains to love, career, and self-development. Now, each week I have a particular theme reading that I do each week, and so each weekend I do priority readings, and so I'm trying to get a little emoji sequence going at the beginning of each um, post I make, so you'll know what type of reading it is. What is it? So if it's I don't know. I still have to work on the soul mirror because I'm breaking that up. But anyhow, if you want more information about my full lineup of readings, please just go to my channel. Everything is listed out in the description. Let's dive in. Holy Spirit, can you give us some insight on what my Virgos need to prioritize over the next 7 days as it pertains to love, career, and self-development? Okay. 3 cards, one for love, one for career, one for self-development. Oof, too many spirit. One for love, one for career, one for self-development. Love, career, and more for self-development. Okay, we got all majors. And then we have a Knight of Swords and a King of Pentacles. So maybe a King of Pentacles or somebody, or maybe you, Virgo. If you're this earth sign, is going to be rushing in. I don't know. For something over the next 7 days. Ooh. Lord, I don't know. I don't want this on my neck. I wore the wrong shirt. Okay. Looks like I got an animal on my shoulder. Anywho, getting into it. It looks like you're going to be releasing some burdens. Okay, so for love, we have the World card. So you may be closing out a cycle or starting a new cycle. Or maybe you're just going to be public with a relationship. Next, we're going to have for career. Of course, I'm going to clarify, but just getting a good overhead. Going to career, the moon. I don't know what is going on with your career, but we gonna have to dive in to see, because maybe you're being secretive in your career, and I don't know, maybe people are interested in what you're doing. So, but when it comes to self-development, you are mastering the art of something. You're being the magician in your own life. So you're manifesting, really learning how to use the tools within it to create, to overcome obstacles. All right, now let's get into relationships. Sweet baby Jesus, I'm trying not to make these too long, but since you did not get a soul mirror reading in January, you will be the last zodiac sign that gets a long priorities reading. I'm trying to keep these 15 minutes, no more than 20. All right, Holy Spirit, can you clarify this World card as it pertains to my Virgos? Love life for the next 7 days. Can't let go, attachment, passion, desire, fantasy. Fake illusions. Wow. 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 Confirmation. 3 is a crowd. Yeah, you know, something is so two things maybe happen from what I foretold before I even started clarifying. One, something may be seen or made public, such as fake illusions of somebody's attachment, and also that you may be closing a cycle with this 3 is a crowd. Something, once you find this out, emotions may be high. Today is a full moon, or February 1st, there will be a full moon. So please, okay, if you want some werewolf demon time, please bolt yourself down this evening, because you may find somebody having an affair or sneaking around. Know your worth. Don't stoop to their level. When we go high, you know, we go, when they go low, we stay high. All right. Some things take time, so I don't know. You may want to clock a bitch. You may want to clock a bitch. And by bitch, I mean the person, your significant other. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, let me get this life clarifying. Holy Spirit, any advice when it comes to um navigating this love situation over the next 7 days? Okay, any advice when it comes to navigating this situation? Cabin of Secrets. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. Basically, um, go deep. You unsolving questions, but practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. So maybe you have been cheated on, you have been betrayed, this person has um, done this before in the past. Spirit is saying go to that moment and try to figure out like why it's so triggering. So when you do find this stuff out, you do not have that full moon berated. Okay, like demon time Virgo. Okay, we want you in a nice balanced, okay, Virgo. Okay, so practice mindfulness. If you need to, take a 5-second pause, find that white space, and when you find that white space, because there's a time, there's a 5-second gap between when your brain takes in a scenario and it reacts. Okay, so if you want to go into that same ballistic, angry, aggressive reaction, or just clam up reaction, whatever reaction you typically do that you don't want to do, um, allow yourself 5 seconds before reacting, and usually just take a deep breath. That gives you like 3 more seconds. It's like, okay, so this motherfucker did the thing that I told him not to do again. Okay. Let me just walk away because I will kill him. Okay. Yeah, so just something like that. All right. Now, last card says tide of transition. Embrace the tide of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. So, whatever pain or feeling betrayed, don't harp on it too long. Put that pain into your work. All right. Focus on the work, because that is when they're really going to be mad, all right? Because they don't know whatever you're working on, Virgo, but I'm pretty sure if you are dealing with a earth sign as well, or somebody that is well off financially, they will come rushing in, all right? They will come rushing in once they see you successful glowing up on your own, because you know what? People rarely cheat on their significant other with somebody that's better than them. All right. They usually cheat with a dusty step down. All right. So, card at the bottom of the deck says sculpture is self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So, don't back down. Um, you decide what type of person you want to be and how you want to react in the world. All right. Moving on to career. I do two spreads for career. And you have the moon. Child, I don't know what this is. We're gonna do this one because we're gonna keep it quick. Holy Spirit, can you clarify? Um, Holy Spirit, can you clarify what this moon means? Gosh. Let's do it this way. Can you clarify this moon as it pertains to my Virgo's career over the next 7 days? What is this? You're going to close out a cycle and secretly come out on top. Maybe you've been working somewhere hard and you're slowly planning, you're slowly creating something. If you're not planning something, you're creating something that will make your job a lot easier. Because the world and the moon, so it's something like you're doing something in plain sight that's hidden in plain sight. And then with the magician at the end, it's like you hidden in plain sight and then you just pop out. Surprise! I'm Virgo. Can you clarify the moon as it pertains to my Virgos over the next 7 days? I'll take it. We have celebrate, break free, and grounding. So you may have overcome some obstacle and got through some what is that word? Some hypothetical shackles. And I don't know, maybe the triumph and the level up can possibly get to your head. So you're being asked to ground yourself. If you've been spending too much time in your head, it's time to pay attention. Yeah, Virgos, they do overanalyze. It's time to pay attention to your body and your earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. What is that? I just got an idea that maybe if you like overthink, you hyperventilate, suffer from anxiety, just like, or you just forget to breathe. I am actually working on a meditation challenge. Oh my gosh, there's been so many courses and programs I've been waiting to create when I had the time to. And so hopefully I'll be able to have the time this year. All right. So I don't know. Luckily, I'm glad that I'm doing this channel because it helps keep me accountable. But yeah, so yeah, you may need to go on YouTube, look up some meditations, or just actually do what the card says. Go outside, put your feet on the ground, take some deep breaths. If you need any help practicing mindfulness or anything, please go to thestewproject.com. I have plenty of blog posts and like supplements. And what is it? There's a Call Me Go, which is like a breathing thing that helps with anxiety and PTSD and stuff. So I don't know. You can go to the supplement shop on my page on my website for that if you're interested or if you just want to learn more about it. All right. Also, card at the bottom of the deck is saying bravery. So you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you'll feel so much lighter when you do. All right. So that is for my 9 to 5ers. And don't be afraid to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. If you haven't already done so, do something to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. All right. And it's funny because it's like celebrate. What was the other one? Yeah, celebrate, break free, but then grounding. Or maybe it could have been grounding, break free, then celebrate. I don't know. But they came out. So it's like celebrate, but don't let it get to your head. For my entrepreneurs, Holy Spirit, can you give any clarification on the moon for my entrepreneurs for the next 7 days as it pertains to their career? One more if you have it. Yeah, you may be emotional or something. Card at the bottom of the deck says journal. Keep a journal of your business journey. Write down all of your dreams, desires, and goals. Paint a picture of the lifestyle you want and review it daily. So yeah, you may reach a milestone in your business or career that may surprise you, and that let that just show that it's just the beginning of what's possible for you this year. And if you feel like things in your life are starting to pick up in the new year, not necessarily in January, but like going towards February, it could be because maybe you have placements in your chart that makes you guided by the moon, and the lunar new year is coming up in February. So your big break may be in the lunar new year and not in the typical January through December traditional calendar new year. I don't know, I just felt compelled to say that. Now, getting into the cards for my entrepreneurs, we have Mastermind. Join a community of entrepreneurs who can give you the love, support, and feedback you need to achieve your dreams. Okay, so find a group. I don't know, I would say go on Facebook, find a Facebook group, but there's so many Facebook groups out there that have you join, but then they just end up selling you something, or it's just a bunch of people trying to get you to buy or something that they're selling in there. I don't know. It's a slippery slope. So you do let your intuition guide you with that one. I will say that I am working on perfecting my Stress Alchemy, Align, and Thrive group coaching community, and that's for busy professionals. So I don't know, be on the lookout for that. That's coming in September though, so you got plenty of time to find somebody else until then. But next you have Master how you handle your thoughts and emotions on a daily basis as a successful entrepreneur. So what is it? I just remembered that I do have my Overwhelmed Survival Guide that helps busy professionals learn how to manage their emotions. But if you want a free resource, um, I also have my Happiness Reset Blueprint playlist over on my other channel, Jenny Jaguar TSP. And that really just helps you learn how to master your mind to stay happy in the moment, regardless of whatever's going on. All right. So basically, connect master your emotions. Maybe that's why it's best to learn how to master your emotions before you connect. I don't know, whatever's best. And then lastly, we have share, get your message out, reach more people, and develop a deeper connection with your audience through video. Let them get to know the real you. So yeah, maybe start posting your stories, go live. I don't know. You know what to, you know what spirit has been nudging you to do. Time to do it. Yeah, and if you write a journal and start logging what you do each month and how it grows or shrinks your business, then you will be able to perfect it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was in it. So I had an entire like blueprint spreadsheet on content ideas because you get downloads on like what type of content and stuff to do. So I'm super organized like that. I don't think I have a lick of Virgo in my chart, but I'm very organized like that. Going on to self development, we have the Magician. So I don't know, whatever it is, you are learning that you are the master of your mind. You are the creator of your own reality. As above, so below. You have infinite possibilities, and you don't have to prove it to anybody. Maybe you realize, maybe you were like around people and it was like you're supposed to be supported, and it just turns out that they were just all dependent on you. So you were just doing so much work. And so now you're finally able to close out a cycle, break free, find some independence, and you did it all on your own without them knowing or being able to talk you out of it. So, like, before anybody's able to say, hey, why don't you, or try to change your mind, it's already a done deal. That water is off the chain. Off the chain. All right, Holy Spirit, can you clarify this Magician as it pertains to my Virgos for the next 7 days? Before they change your mind, it's already a done deal. Knight of Pentacles. Maybe something you've been working at for a long time. The World. Finally be able to finish it. 8 of Pentacles. I advance towards my goals. I am successful. Dedication to my craft brings mastery. 8 of Wands. I am open to the flow of the universe. So maybe you weren't trying to rush everything, but you took your time and you're patient and you went with the flow of the universe, allowing the universe to mold you and use you and refine you and have you teach lessons to other people while you simultaneously learn lessons yourself during the process. So it's like learning how to enjoy the process of your manifestation. I believe that's what you're doing. Next, 4 of Wands, and then 5 of Swords. So yeah, you close something out with the work situation or home situation, and it may have took a long time to do that. And I don't know, maybe working on your own, doing it on your own came at a cost. Maybe you did because you didn't want anybody to be liable, or you didn't want too many pieces, like too many people to cut their hands, any slices of the pie cut out, I guess. 4 of Swords, peace of mind is my strength. So maybe something happened at work that forced some type of, I don't know, issue or something that forced you to work on yourself, to work by yourself. With the 4 of Swords here. especially with the moon. Maybe you are, granted, it's not the star, it's the sun and the moon, but it's maybe you were a big force in whatever environment, be it work or community or relationship. And there were people who were secretly hating. Maybe the kids were nagging at you. Maybe the spouse or the family members were talking about you behind your back because you wanted better for everybody, but they didn't want to listen. Um, I don't know. They just made it really hard for you. Or maybe you just stayed face while everybody just wanted you, like, you wanted better for your life, you wanted more for your life, but you probably just wanted, but meanwhile they just wanted you to support them as they continued down their lives, and they were just slow to change. But you were like, okay, and you saw the way it was going, but you realized, I can't do it. And you're just realizing, hey, I can't create my reality. Like, all the promises that they were saying that they were going to do, um yeah, stop depending on them. Start depending on me. Started depending on Virgo. All right, so getting into this shadow work, what aspects I would say did my Virgos overcome, or will my Virgos overcome over the next 7 days? What shadow aspects of themselves will my Virgos face and possibly overcome over the next 7 days? Ooh. Repeating cycles at the bottom of the deck. These may include validation addiction. I haven't seen this one in a long time. External approval, identity blur, inner void. You stop trying to be something for everybody and just started to be who you wanted to be. Overreacting. Good. So no more flooded panic or past echoes coming out. So whatever happens, like people rushing in, people like nagging you, poking at you, it's not going to affect you anymore. Thank the wounds. Ooh. Maybe this is something you're doing now. You're having gratitude. You're transmuting, okay? And using that stuff for soul wisdom. I don't know. Can you see that? Can you? Oh, gorgeous. Yeah. All right. And then we have forgotten needs, neglect, suppression, yearning for care. So all the things you've been neglecting yourself to do because you've been putting everybody else first, you're gonna start doing that for yourself. Oh, and look, the Ten of Wands right underneath is the Ace of Cups. Okay. So going from the Ten of Wands to the Ace of Cups is a big adjustment. So it may take some time for you to balance out, but by all means, you are better off balancing things out and leaving them behind, because what is coming next for you is way better. All right. So if you have any questions, leave and step into your Nine of Pentacles. All right. So don't be afraid of a new beginning. It's going to come fast, all right? But be prepared for this communication of work when it comes in, okay? Your home people may not be happy. They may want to be sneaky, but Virgo, remember, put the Four Swords down, all right? We ain't with the shits. We will slice and dice accordingly, okay? Because why? You are the star, okay? So, last but not least, fixing isn't healing. Stop trying to fix everything for everybody. Sometimes trying to fix things for people robs them of their ability to heal themselves. Okay? You rob everybody of being able to discover the magician in them. All right? Because if they see you go off and be amazing, and they're like, well, why didn't you take me? And I'm like, did you take me? No. You're not going anywhere. So I got to go somewhere so you can see that you can do that for yourself. I don't know. But, if you feel like you need to take somebody, take somebody. All right. It's your life. Um, yeah, that's it. So let's get into some happy messages to close out your reading. What this girl wants. My dog is waking up from her nap. Ooh, my ears ringing. Congratulations, Virgo. Oof. Yeah, soul care is essential for a high vibration. I prioritize a lifestyle that nourishes not only my mind and body, but also my soul. I'm loyal to my soul. Okay. Keep that in mind. Be loyal to your soul. All right. So, first we have I am open to receiving. I am ready to receive opportunities and all the abundance the universe offers. I adjust my mind's filter to receiving mode. Okay. Time to adjust your filters. What is that? Drop some Jaguar in the comments if you are resonating with any of these messages, or just write any of the affirmations in the comments. I'm open to receiving. Now, what you embody manifests. So you can write in the comments, what I embody manifests. It's not about wanting, but about aligning the mind, body, and spirit to work in unison towards a purpose. And that's what I teach people to do in my mind body mastery course. Okay. All right. So the best guidance comes from within me. I stop seeking external solutions to my inner struggles. The true answers lies within my own consciousness. Next, thoughts are not passive, but rather dynamic forces that shape our destiny when harnessed with clarity and purity of intention. Lastly, we have I am free from attachment to outcomes. Letting go of attachment allows my highest vision to unfold naturally. All right. So let's get one more message from my spiritual messages deck. All right, one final message for my Virgo placement to close out this message. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Notice it says what you perceive. Don't look for any outside validation. Yeah. So be aware of the validation addiction. It's already, so don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Okay. I'll say that again. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, Virgo, you will never doubt yourself again. And card at the bottom of the deck says your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. All right, Virgo. So this has been your priorities reading. I hope this helps. If you like the way that I read, please like, share. No, don't share. I do soul shadow work and stuff for healing trauma, and I do not want my information, or not my information, but my content to get into the wrong hands. So I really just want, if you're interested, you want to continue this soul healing journey, like, comment, or subscribe. All right. Take care and happy healing.